Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about The Sisters Brothers, and this movie is currently on Netflix, and it came out in 2018, starring John C. Reilly, Joaquin Phoenix, Jake Gyllenhaal, Riz Ahmed, and I thought this movie was pretty great, and it's a western that is pretty slow and takes its time, but I felt as though that slower pacing of the film added to what we got in terms of the characters, and this movie isn't really all that plot driven. Like, you're not watching this movie for the plot necessarily. It's mostly about the characters and what they go through and everything that the movie explores through that. The movie isn't even that long. It's 2 hours, and I feel as though it's a great runtime for this movie. I don't feel as though it overstays its welcome at any point, and it's very well shot. There's some incredible sequences that we get from that. The opening scene definitely had a really great shot in it as well. Like, the opening shot is fantastic. I loved it so much. And the acting's great. There were no weak performances in this movie, I felt, and everything flowed pretty well. And I like these characters and seeing where they go from one point to another point and to another point in the film. And certain characters change over the course of the film in ways that I didn't necessarily anticipate. I like the music for the movie quite a lot, and it was very complimentary and memorable for me. The two leads had great chemistry, and there were points in this movie where it was depressing, and at other points where it was comedic, and this movie never had clashing tones at any point, which I do like. And I also do enjoy how much it kind of highlighted how terrible it must have been to live in this time period, because anything can attack you at any point. Because there's literally a scene where our two main characters are just sleeping, and overnight a bear just randomly attacks their horses, and we just see from John C. Reilly's perspective that he just wakes up, he didn't experience any of this, but you just see a dead bear. And it just implies that, yeah, it's dangerous to live in this time period. And this movie was compelling for most of the movie. There were points in the first 20 to 30 minutes where I was thinking, where's this going? Because I liked what was being shown, but in terms of a narrative structure, it just didn't really have much of a hook, and I was just waiting for that to happen. But eventually that does happen, and it never happened in a way that was cheesy or forced. It all felt natural, like, oh yeah, these characters would naturally do this. Even if some characters make decisions that you can't necessarily believe because you just don't feel as though it's within the character to do that, I like what they explore from the decisions that they do make. And I guess what you could call the MacGuffin of the movie is this chemical formula. And without spoiling anything, I liked how that's used in the movie. Mostly with how it moves everything forward, and how it adds just thematically what it adds to the film, I feel, is something that really helps this movie. And the only other issue I had with this movie is that there's some cheesy sound effects at times. There was one point where I felt as though there was a little bit of a missed opportunity when it came to the sound design. But aside from that, this movie worked mostly for me. Everything that it was showing me, I was behind for the most part. And overall, it's just a really great movie. Great usage of 2 hours of my life. And I'll be checking out this movie again for sure. Just keep in mind, one other thing to note about this movie is that this might upset you if you love horses and just hate bad things happening to horses. Because some people might get upset with that and not even want to watch this movie because of that, or just shut the movie off whenever something bad is happening to a horse, whether or not it's happening in real life or just in the movies universe. So if that's the kind of thing that upsets you, just keep that in mind. Not that that happens consistently throughout the movie. I'm just saying that happens. But anyways, check this movie out whenever you get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give The Sisters Brothers a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of The Sisters Brothers, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Take Shelter. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.